Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by and clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. So today, as you can see by the title of this video, I will be testing out and doing a full day wear test with the first impressions of the very new ELF CC Cream. This claims that it is a full coverage with a natural finish and color correcting. So what is better than a full coverage CC cream? And I have been seeing a lot of people just wearing it by itself without another foundation. We are going to test out those claims today. I have always been an advocate of ELF Cosmetics for years and years and years. They are a very inexpensive brand that you can pretty much find anywhere, along with they have their own website. I will leave them listed down below. I love ELF Cosmetics. I have for years, and they were one of the first brands that I really played with when I was getting to learn makeup. It is, again, very inexpensive, but their quality gets better and better. There are, of course, things that you may want to stay away from, products that I don't love at ELF, but there are a lot of products that I really do love and use in my everyday routine, or I constantly am going back to. So with that being said, today I am going to test out this foundation, or the CC cream, and see how I like it. I'm very particular about foundations or anything really on my face. My face has a lot of acne, scarring, texture, pores, redness, all of the things that you really don't want on your skin. Really perfected my routine over the last year. When I am looking to add a new product into my routine, it needs to do multiple things. I need to make sure that it's going to apply well. It needs to blend well with the other products that are staples in my routine. Today I am using staple products that I use every single day, anytime I do my makeup. These are what I go for, and if you're wondering what those are, I will leave them listed down below today. But there is a makeup routine that I did, my everyday makeup routine for work and for everyday life, that I will leave listed down below. Go check that video out if you're curious how I do my makeup for my everyday routine, but also what I do for work. I'll leave that listed down below and in a card here. But I need to make sure that it's going to apply well, that it's going to blend well on its own, but with other products, that it's long lasting, that it's going to be transfer proof-ish, not gonna rub off, not gonna crease, not gonna flake, but it's also not too full coverage to the fact that I feel like I'm wearing a mask. That being said, let's just jump into this video. We're gonna start off by what I used on my skin when I got out of the shower today. Also, I have a guest, Savannah. She is attached to my hip today, so if you hear her or see her kind of jump in and out of frame, we just have a little guest. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and let's talk about the skincare products that I use. So I just cleansed my skin with a gentle blackhead cleanser. I do that when I'm in the shower, and then at night I cleanse my skin with my Neutrogena when I take my makeup off or I'm cleansing my skin for the night. So after I got out of the shower though, I use this ELF Holy Hydration Face Cream. It's fragrance free with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. Another ELF product that I actually really like. I've been using this for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and I really like this. Hasn't broken me out, hasn't irritated my skin. I really like it. And then I used my Neutrogena Hydro Boost City Shield Eye Serum underneath my eyes. I decided not to go with an SPF just because this is a CC cream formula. Plus, this does have SPF in it. It has SPF 30, so I'm not going to put SPF on top of SPF. I really want to see how this performs alone. With that being said, let's pull our hair back and let's talk about this foundation. From the ELF Cosmetics website, I'm going to read off my laptop. So it says, what is it? A medium to full coverage color correcting foundation with SPF 30 protection. Why we love it. Medium to full coverage foundation with a natural finish, formulated with SPF 30 to protect against sun damage. Multitasking foundation that provides skincare benefits infused with hydrating and youth boosting ingredients known to improve skin texture and tone. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Our shade match guarantee allows you to buy with confidence. Key ingredients are hyaluronic acid, helps provide hydration by locking in moisture, resulting in a plumped up bouncy complexion, niacinamide to help brighten and even out skin tone, peptides for more refreshed complexion, infused with skin-loving collagen. Those are all really good ingredients. It's your basic foundation. This skincare correcting cream is the only product you need to achieve a natural looking complexion, but with full coverage. A multitasking dream cream with peptides and niacinamide known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF. How to use this, how we should apply, how they recommend. So skin with the poreless putty primer. Apply 1 to 2 pumps of the CC cream to clean skin using your ELF complexion duo brush to achieve an airbrushed finish. Wear as a moisturizer or full coverage foundation depending on your needs. Apply to the areas that need the most coverage first. I do not have the complexion duo brush, not from what I know. What I am going to use are the two things that I use all the time. So this is my Morphe M444 brush. This is what has replaced my Kokie foundation brush. I'm going to use the Morphe brush on this side of my face, and of course we want to do a half and half. So the other side I am using the ELF sponge. So far I've been using this and I really like it. It definitely has a bouncier feel than the Eco Tools one, if you ever have used that one, but it is not as soft as the Real Techniques, in my opinion. We are going to follow one rule, and that is using the ELF Poreless Putty Primer to prep the skin. So I use this pretty much everywhere. I love the packaging. I love that it is a pump. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to use the sponge first. I just don't want this to dry out too much more. I think I'm just gonna apply this to the back of my hand. Ooh, it's a pretty good consistency. I like that. I don't know if I said this before, but I got 120 neutral. So I'm kind of like spot this on. Smell isn't bad. Okay, we'll see how far this goes. Things that I am looking for are how it applies, how long it lasts, how it blends out, does it crease, flake. It definitely made my skin very even pretty quickly. Very light, which I like. I don't like heavy foundations. Like, I don't like the heavy feel of it. If you are full coverage, you don't need a lot of foundation, so you don't need to apply a lot. Evened my skin out pretty good. My skin's pretty dry. I've been wearing pretty like full coverage makeup the last few days. Okay, but this is good. I like this. It's very light. I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of product, but look at the difference of my skin. No foundation, foundation or CC cream. Very nice. I like, and I'm gonna keep this one pump for this side of the face was enough. It's probably even more than you need, but I like it. Very nice. So we are gonna do the brush on the other side. So I was able to kind of build up the coverage a little bit differently on this side, just because with a brush like this, you're going to be able to have a little bit more coverage. So I don't necessarily know if I have a preference. I like how fast it was on this side with this sponge, but I feel like I definitely got a little bit more coverage on this side. So definitely did not need like a full pump on this side with the sponge or the brush. I do definitely feel like heavier on this side, so I'm just gonna kind of blot it off. But all in all, it looks really good, very even. The shade is very nice. I'm going to go ahead with the rest of my makeup, see how everything applies on top, and then we'll come back and kind of see how it went. It blended really nice. Nothing really was a disaster. I think everything blended really well on top of it. Something that I did notice when I was applying my powder was I didn't really need to apply that much powder. It dried down to a very like dry matte finish. It's a natural finish, but it's very like, usually I feel my face to depend on how much powder I need, and I will just like lightly tap it, and I really didn't need a lot of powder, which is awesome because I don't want to have to use a lot of powder, and the powder that I use is the Fit Me. But I do want a more like natural, not a lot of product look. I used my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I used my Milani Romantic Rose blush, and then I used my Milani Afterglow highlighter, the Revlon concealer, and then my normal like brushes, and that was it. Everything just blended really nicely, very youthful looking. It's very a natural finish. It's not too sticky. I didn't see a lot of glow from the SPF, which usually I try to stay away from SPFs and foundation. It just looks very oily and pretty messy, and it doesn't look natural. It looks very overly just trying to be too glowy, kind of messes with everything. So I'm really excited to see how this wears throughout the day. Today I have a lot of errands I need to run. I'm doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of spring cleaning in the house. We will see how this makeup lasts throughout the day, and I will definitely be doing a couple of check-ins. Okay, I'm gonna stop babbling on and let's just get through the day, and you will see me in the very next check-in. Okay, so I'm doing my first check-in of today because I'm horrible. It's 1:15, but I'm doing my check-in right now. So I reapplied the foundation and everything like I normally would, like I did yesterday. So the reason why I was not able to film it last night was my makeup looked destroyed. I was rubbing my face all day. It was just a bad day to decide to film that, so I decided to do it all over again today, which I did. I did the same technique, this side with a brush, this side with a sponge. I have to say I was able to get up closer. I like the side with the sponge more. I actually feel like I got a little bit more even coverage than with the brush, but other than that, really everything else applied beautifully, the same like I had said yesterday. So not really anything has like flaked off, but just my glasses, it's moving around with my glasses a lot. My concealer is kind of moving around, and I used all the same products as yesterday. It doesn't look bad. I'm not as thrilled with it as I thought I was going to be, which is kind of disappointing. It's not as good coverage as I was expecting it to be for cleaning, that it's a full coverage. I know it's a CC cream and not a foundation, but I don't know. Longevity wise, I'm not loving it. When I get super close, again, you can see like the marks from my glasses, but if you get super close, you can kind of see like how dry it is. I've been wearing this for 5 hours, I think. We'll see how it wears in the next like 4 hours or so when I do my next check-in, when I leave work. This is natural, this is artificial lighting. It looks pretty good here. And then if I go back over to darker lighting for natural, this is window natural lighting. So yeah, that's my first check-in. I have a few more minutes before I go back to work for my lunch. And then we will check in later on. thought I would do a little check-in here, kind of natural lighting-ish. So this is what my skin looks like. So I'm really sad to say I'm not loving it. Like on camera, it doesn't look bad. A lot of it has come off, and not just even on like my chin or anything where I'm resting my hands, like even on my forehead. Like I don't really like it. Obviously, yes, it's gonna break apart and fall apart and break down and everything, but it was kind of looking a little rough when I did my check-in this morning. So I don't know, guys. I'm not a fan, but we will see how it wears in the next like couple of hours. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna keep this on. Check in, do my last check-in before I take my makeup off and get my final thoughts. It's time to do my last final check-in and my final thoughts. First thing off the bat, it is not long wearing, which is a problem for me. I am in the realm of I need a long wearing foundation or something. Again, I know this isn't a foundation. It is a CC cream. So CC cream is going to be lighter in coverage, but it claims to be full coverage. So that's the part that gets me. I have to agree that it definitely is color correcting. I still feel like I have a natural flush to my skin, but it's still like my skin isn't overly red or anything. I like that. Natural finish, definitely. I look kind of like, I'm not sweating. It's got a nice sheen to the skin, a nice natural glow. And then it definitely applies really well. I liked using the sponge better than the brush. The longevity is what gets me. I will keep testing this out and seeing how I like it, seeing if, you know, it wears better with another product layered with it, or, you know, I don't know, a different routine, maybe different products, but I use my everyday staples and they're still, like, it didn't help longevity. But all in all, I am not a huge fan. I will, of course, keep testing it and trying it, and I'll let you guys know what I think, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet, which I'm kind of bummed. But again, I do have a lot more things I want to cover on my face: acne, scarring, redness, all of that. Redness is pretty much covered, but everything else, my scarring, my acne, it's still peeking through. I'm not a fan of it. I would give it like, I don't know, a 5 out of 10. I really hate saying that because it's an ELF product, but I'm just not a fan. I will keep testing it though, see how I like it and where I rank it later on. Again, this is just a first impressions. I've only worn it for technically 2 days, but today was like a real full day wear test. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and it's only my first day of wearing it, so I can always change my mind. You are allowed to do that, but right now, today, not my favorite. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll leave ELF Cosmetics link down below. I like a lot of their products. I use a lot of their products day to day. I usually like their products. This just was not one of them. So check out my last video, which was a haul, and I included this foundation in that haul. Put any recommendations for videos down below in the comment section. I will definitely go see what you guys are looking for, whether it's makeup or not. I will film pretty much anything that you guys want to see. On that note, make sure that you are subscribed and turn on the post notification bell. That way you are notified every Monday or every other Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when I upload a brand new video. Keep in mind, I do upload bonus videos every now and then. Check back next Monday. And yeah, okay guys, I will stop rambling on. I think Savannah has to go out, so I gotta take care of her, and I will talk to you in my very next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful life, and I will talk to you then. Mwah. Bye guys.